and welcome to another episode in our event management series. I cannot stress this one enough. I want you to see me holding up this device. This is a cell phone. When you're working as an event manager, this thing could be going on all the time. Stage manager, this thing could be going on all the time. Event coordinator of some kind, whatever it happens to be, all the time. A volunteer, once in a while. Here's the most important thing. Put it away. Unless you absolutely need it put away. Do not be walking around answering questions at the same time going, wow, this is really cool, I gotta videotape it. What were you saying, dude? No. Put it down. If you need something to videotape something, call somebody like me who will come and do it. If you want somebody to videotape it and you're an event manager, grab a volunteer, bring them over and go, hey, go videotape that for me. Because you can, right? Rank has its privileges, RHIP. But put away your freaking phone, right? Pull the dang Bluetooth out of your ear and stop talking to people while you're running the information booth. It's annoying to walk up to somebody and go, hey, can I talk to you for a minute? And have them go, hey, I'm on the phone. Well, how the hell would I know? Because you got that stupid Bluetooth in your ear? That doesn't tell me you're on the phone. So that thing's a problem. And I get that everybody in the world, you think everybody in the world is 24 years of old, they're all hooked into Instagram, and they're all checking out whatever Kim Kardashian says next. Man, I don't care. I don't care, because the world is actually people from 4 years old to 84 years old, and they will come to your events, and what they will annoy them, especially if they paid money to be there, or you ask them to be there to come find you, is if they come walking up to you and you're chattering away on your Bluetooth going, da, 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 and they're sitting there going, what'd you hire me for, dude? Okay, so we've been talking about communications. That's my favorite one. I walk up to you and I say, where is the blue stage? And you say, I don't know. Really? WTF? It's your job to know the answers to all possible questions. And you're looking at me right now going, dude, that is an unreal expectation. No, it's not. The unreal expectation is that you would know all the answers, in a way. But the real expectation is you never use the phrase, I don't know. If I walk up to you and say, what time is it? You're going to look at your watch or your phone, right? And you're going to tell me what time it is. You didn't know what time it is, but you tried to find out to answer my question. If you don't know where the blue stage is, you don't say, I don't know. You say, let me check the map. And you pull the map out of your pocket and you go, well, we're here and north is straight up. That's assuming all that you people out there watching this video know that on a map, normally north is straight up. And you go, oh, well, it's to the right of us. It's over there past the concession stand where that little tent is with the red flag on it. Cool, thanks. Not, I don't know. What you want to do is turn I don't know into, I'll find out. What was it you were looking for again? Now that's a great question. See, because what that question does when you respond to my question is tell me, number one, that you almost heard me, but number two, you're interested in helping me, and number three, you're attempting to find out without saying, I don't know, which is a stupid answer, okay? I don't know is left for things like, where'd the alien spaceship come from? I don't know. Why is she wearing that outfit? I don't know. That's what I don't know is left for. But if you're somebody that's been assigned to an area as a volunteer, if you've been assigned to an area as a media person, you've been assigned to any area whatsoever, your job is to know pretty much everything there is to know about your job. And then Arm yourself, listen to that phrase, arm yourself with all the information you can that will help you answer any of the really stupid questions that come up, including, where's the blue stage, which you might think is a stupid question, but the person asking you actually really wants to know and they don't have a map. And then here's the other thing, you go, I have an extra map right here. Keep a stack of extra maps, keep a stack of extra schedules. You know, maybe you only have one schedule and you go, well, this is the schedule posted right here. Okay, I'll use my phone to take a picture of it. And then I'll have it on my phone, right? There is always a way to be helpful. And when you're helpful, be positive. Don't say, I don't know. Say, I don't know, but I'll help you find out. No, neither one of those. Say, I'll help you find out. I'm going to be a positive individual, and I'm going to feel good about helping you. Matter of fact, you're going to be the highlight of my day. Now, I may not say all that, but that's how I want it to go over. And that's how, if I had a chance to train every person working at the event, I would train them to do, is be that positive and give those answers so that if I ever told anybody about an event done by a certain company or how I was at a certain concert, I said, man, I went to this concert and I wasn't sure about where this certain thing was, and I went right up to that person, and man, if they didn't do everything to help me, it was awesome. What a great group. Instead of going, yeah, they're not that helpful. Don't say I don't know. Find another way to be helpful. It tells people that you're interested, and it tells people that you're paying attention and they can count on you, and it tells people that you're going to be positive and make their event positive, and people will feel better. Hello there. I'd like to talk about children. Children are great. Kids are great. I mean, they're great. I'm glad you have kids. I think it's wonderful. If it makes you happy and you're spawning future leaders of our country or whatever it happens to be. It doesn't really matter to me, and I don't think it should matter to anybody else. Children are wonderful, and I understand, especially after what I saw last year, where the birth of a child can really put a strain on an event if you're an event coordinator or if you're involved in an event. And you want the whole world to be happy with you that you're a parent. But I want to talk about overall. Overall, if you're working at an event, don't bring your kids. So, I worked in security for a long time. And I had a guard show up to do a shift. And he had his wife and his kid with him. Now, I'm paying the guy to watch a facility. I'm not paying the guy to sit with his wife and watch his kid. That's something that they should be doing at home. And so I asked him, I said, what's going on? She goes, well, she doesn't want to be alone with the kid at night. Well, then you can't do a night job, can you? If you want to have to be there during the night, you've got to make some sort of exception. You got to figure it out, or you're going to have to just suck it up, buttercup, and do the job. So if you're a staffer, if you're a volunteer at an event, unless it's some sort of kid-friendly event and you've checked it out ahead of time, get a sitter, get a friend, bow out, don't do it until the child is older. You may have to give up some part of your life because you went and had a child. I'm not saying it's a stigma, it's a fact. You know, it's funny when people start talking about you're judging other people or safety, safety, safety. I'm not making fun of you on that. What I'm telling you is there are just certain facts that have nothing to do with the emotions that you bring into other people's situations. The deal is that you volunteered to be a door watcher, not a babysitter and a door watcher, unless you cleared that ahead of time. I doubt very strongly somebody's going to say, just bring your 3 kids down. It's not a problem. It could be a family event, and it may not be a problem. But usually, especially if somebody hires you, it is a problem. So you need to find a friend, find a relative, get a sitter, bow out, right? But don't bring your kid. The other thing is, if you're part of a team, if you're part of an incident management team, who are you going to take care of first? The person that got injured, the fire that's going on, the 3,000 people at your event, or your child? If it's me, I'm going to take care of my child. So my suggestion is, anyway, if it's only for a day, it's only for an afternoon, it's for a couple of days, leave your kid at home. Now, a major exception to that is some of these festivals that go on for 3 or 4 days and somebody wants to bring their kid with them. There could be times during that event it's not good to have your little kid running around at your feet. But that doesn't mean you should leave the kid at home. In that case, you should make arrangements so when you're at the event performing, that somebody can keep an eye on your kid while you're performing, but then the rest of the time, you and the kid can go out and enjoy the festival. Because that's what it's for. So in those cases, there's going to be a different. There are always exceptions, but within all these exceptions is always the following. Check with the people that you're working for. Remember, these videos are designed to talk to you about event management information series, and these are things you need to know as an event manager. And as an event manager, you should probably make arrangements, okay? Just something to consider. I want to talk a moment about selling yourself. You know, when you come to an event and you come to be the event director, or you come to be the volunteer coordinator, you come to be a volunteer at an event, you come to that event. I've come to that event and I've said, wow, it's really cool. This is what you do normally. And they go, oh, no, man, I work for the government. And you go, oh, that's cool. And then they start telling you what's going on. And you're like, I don't really need to know this. But so you have to slow down. And pretty soon they're not paying attention to their job because they're so busy selling themselves on what they do in some other life. So when you're at an event like a Comic-Con and you're the volunteer person, we don't really need to know that you sell real estate on the side, and we don't need to know about that 3 and 2 that you have available for $279,000 now at Del Paso Boulevard. We just don't need to know that. We're there to take in the event, and if we're not there to take in the event, that means that we're there to work at the event. And we don't want to be rude to you and tell you to shut the heck up. That's not fair. But at the same time, you know, we understand. So when you're at an event, don't sell your services and sell yourself in other capacities than what you're doing in that event. So I come to the event and I come as R West Video. Therefore, I can sell R West Video. But I'm not going to talk about my 9-to-5 job. I'm not going to tell you anything about that. I don't need to tell you anything about that. And frankly, it's pretty boring. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing video for fun. And the same thing probably goes for your job. Although you may consider your job exciting. You might even be a performer, a singer, but you're volunteering in a job. I don't want to hear you singing around the corner as your volunteer coordinator. I want to know that you're watching the door. I want to know that you're helping the crowd. So when you get to an event, just do your job, but don't sell your services. Now, when you're done and you're wandering around at the event and it's your time, pass out all the business cards you feel you can get away with. Don't be obnoxious about it, but go ahead and do that if you think you can get away with it and you think it's fair. Mind you, people that you work with may not like it, or people that hire you to do a job may not want to know about your other job. So you have to follow within the rules and restrictions of each event there is. I doubt you can, go to an event with a t-shirt that says, I'm a stripper, hire me at blank, right? I don't know if that's going to go over really well. Perhaps you should check before you wear that shirt. Very simple, right? These are things that you should remember is to, when you're at an event, do the job that you're assigned to do. Don't sell yourself on other jobs. Thank you very much for watching this video on Event Management and Information Series. I'm hoping that there's been something in here that will help you do your event better, or at least help you if you're just starting out in learning something important